Well, hello, Leo. Nice to see you here today. I'm doing a general reading today for Leo for all the signs, and these readings are not date specific. They are meant to reach you when you need to hear them, the messages. So I will be using the Radiant Wise deck today and clarifying with the Rider Waite. So I laid out your reading initially to just take a look at where the energies are. And I see you front and center, you have the Five of Wands popping up as to where you are. And that tells me that you're in a place of, conflict might be a really strong word, but it's a place where you may have people around you that are argumentative and pushing back at you when you give them your ideas about how things are. There's argumentative. Sometimes it can be lighthearted, like as in a banter with people. I don't see a lot of evidence of, you know, big battles, but perhaps it's all about the will. People's wills one against the other. Your focus is come up with the Three of Wands. Excuse me. I think I need to drink. It has come up with the Three of Wands, and that is a card of, you've sowed some seeds and you've sprinkled your seeds out there. You've done the groundwork on something, and now you've put it out there, and you're sort of waiting for responses to come back in the world, whether it's a person, place, or thing. So your current thoughts and perceptions land with the Hermit. So that tells me that you're spending a little time alone to kind of figure out where you are and what your perspective may be on perhaps this affair. So that's always a fruitful thing to do, always. So your desire, especially amidst some of the banter or conflict that you're experiencing, is to perhaps there's someone. This is a mother figure. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who exhibits those qualities. And it's kinding. It's kindness. It's about compassion and caring. Focusing on family. As I say, you may just need to be mothered a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You just need someone, perhaps you're desiring someone to talk to who will really listen to you as a mother may. Not all mothers do, but just someone who's compassionate and will hear you and maybe listen to you or give you a wonderful, compassionate hug or make you a beautiful meal. You do have that desire for someone at this time. And where you may be feeling emotionally, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, as I say, coupled with this Three of Wands, where you've set your expectations out there, you've sown some seeds. This is a card of a pretty significant cycle in your life is turning. The wheel is turning. So this is in part a karmic wheel. So things are going to change. And this is how you're feeling emotionally, which perhaps that's in part why you're going within with the Hermit card. Things that need your attention, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a card of working on your craft, improving yourself. It could be study, it could be your job, could be that you have a business and you're just working diligently to improve the money flow. You're working diligently to improve your skill sets, all of those things. Where you need to direct your energy and intentions, you've come up with the Seven of Swords. And this, given the context of this reading, I'm going to say this may be a little bit of self-sabotage. Now, we'll need to clarify this card for sure to know that that's really what it is, but But there may be some way that you might be sabotaging yourself, or you may feel that there's someone in your midst that is manipulating you or stealing away with things, kind of in an unfair way. I do get the sense right now that it's more like self-sabotage. You're not trusting your own instincts, that kind of thing. But we'll clarify. You have the Emperor in the position to let go of. And this tells me that you might have a tight hold on something. It may be whatever this is about, your opinions about something, your approach to something. You have a tight control on it, and you need to lessen that. You know, the Emperor is a force to be reckoned with. He's not to be toyed with. You can see the armor, you know, that he has underneath his robe. He's seen many battles. He's the King of Kings. He rules the rulers. So when he appears in your reading as a place where you need to let go, then to me it's really obvious that it's all about control. So what do we have left here? Oh, your outcome is, oh, geez, I almost let the world. Some days are different than others. So the World card comes up to tell you that there is either need for closure or things are about to close. And this, coupled with, you know, where you are emotionally, I think you know that this is coming, okay? You have a cycle that's changing, that's ending, and another one is beginning. I'd be surprised if you didn't have aces come up, indicating a beginning, new start. But right now you have the World card as your outcome. So if everything stays the same, you're going to be closing a big chapter of your life. Do you see that oval there? That is the symbol of like a portal. So you'll be going into a very different path, on a very different path at that point. So let's clarify, shall we? And by the way, at the bottom of the deck was the Seven of Wands, or the Six of Wands, which is the Victory card. All right, so let's clarify the Five of Wands. Okay, you have the card of communication, a card of communication. Oh my gosh. You know, you do these things post-lunch and everything changes so much. I had such fluidity for the first 4 or 5 readings I've done. Okay, so I guess the cards that we're going to keep from that landed right up at the top is the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So there's some fast communication coming in for you. Hopefully it won't be unpleasant. And the Sword of Truth has appeared to let you know that the truth will prevail in this situation. Whatever it is, the truth will prevail, and let the truth be known. Who knows who the winner is, but yeah, I think you're going to get some truth around that. Whoops, we do have the Ace of Cups that flipped up there. So let's move to the Three of Wands, your focus. Oh, there's the Two of Wands. Yeah, you've definitely made a decision and thrown it out to the universe to see what comes. And there it is again. See, the Page of Pentacles. This is really clear. You have a studious person here. This could be a student with a spark of a new idea that's, you know, that's budding, that has him or her, you know, reaching for something new, very inspired. It can mean a message. And you do have a card of communication here, so it could be someone is communicating with you about something that you have an idea on to begin. This is regarding a decision, whether you have already made it or it's being made soon. You're in a stable position, making a decision of what comes next in my world, and you definitely have, you know, some really big things that are turning and changing here. So I'm not surprised to see those come out on your focus, under your focus. So let's move to the Hermit. This is your current thoughts and perspectives. some perspectives. Oh, that's 2 right there. So you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is such a righteous card. So your current thoughts are on perhaps your family, perhaps on providing a sound foundation for your family that you're working on. The Knight tells me that you're working steadily but surely. You're going within to understand where you fit, where you stand with your family issues. Not issues like it's always a bad thing, but just, the family dynamic can get tricky depending on the occasion or the lifestyle, whatever it is. But you're, I see here that you're going within to find those answers and working on it, just one day at a time. It's kind of dripping on you. So this is good. Okay, so how about we clarify the Queen of Cups, which are desires, your needs, what you're hoping to bring about or that will come to you. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's too many. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Leo, please. Oops, there we go. There's 2 right there. Okay, we have the King of Wands underneath the deck. We have the 2 of Cups. Oh, look at this. Definitely. And the Queen of Wands, double confirmation that the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups is your desires, that something that's coming up is a connection to perhaps a maternal figure. That's coming up really strong. The 2 of Cups is the 2 of Cups is a blessed union. It is a harmonious connection that you have with someone, very even-keeled. You're both on the same page a fair bit. You come at things with moderation and openness and open heart. The whole thing is cups. So this is what you're desiring, is perhaps a stronger or sustaining the relationship you currently have with this person. It could be just the 2 of you feeling that you're in love with each other, or if it's a platonic relationship, if it's just a family member or a friend, that you have this connection. You're missing them. You feel strong with them. You are inspired by them, and it's harmonious. And so these desires are really strong in you right now. And that's probably really, really helpful. It is helpful. It is helpful. Always. So let's do the Wheel of Fortune and see how you're feeling emotionally right now. Okay, the 5 of Cups here. Not a terrible card, but it's a card of regret. Oops, whoa. Okay, we got too many here, so we're just going to take this one. So how you're feeling emotionally is, the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. And so that's really clear that you feel stuck in a cycle of regret where you're looking at the past and there's some lament and heartache going on. But this sits right on top of it. The Wheel of Fortune is your signal that this too shall pass. And how you feel emotionally today, it can change overnight, as you all well know. You wake up one day and you just feel on top of the world. The next day it can be taking a big dip. So it's really part of being human. Or you can go out for lunch and feel all scattered afterward. So But that cycle's changing, and you know, all things work for good. So now let's move to um, your Eight of Pentacles. So this is in the position of what needs your attention. And as I said earlier, the Eight of Pentacles is working hard on your craft, improving your skill sets. Oh, there's two right there. Oh, wow. So you have the Ten of Swords reversed and the Seven of Cups. So I would say that you're a little confused, I think, about some heartache of the past. You're working on it, perhaps to become clearer, or you're just putting yourself, or you need to work on it. Yeah. There's some perspective I feel that you have that is confusing you. It's about a heartache from the past that's well over. It's well over, but it still feels raw at times. It makes you doubt, and yeah, so you need to work on that. And work could be, the actual work card here could be the answer to getting your mind off of that. It could be a message for you to get focused on your work, focusing on your skill sets, on improving things at your workplace, in your business, etc., on creating stability for yourself. And that will get you out of that cycle of ruminating on things that are long gone, and things that are just confusing. So the further away you get from something, especially heartache, the more distorted it seems to get. So, which I think is natural, because we just really live in the present. Okay, we have the Page of Wands coming up here for the next clarification, which is the Seven of Swords. So the Page of Wands could be a young person who has a passionate new idea. Could be a message, and the message could be to or from someone who's maybe categorized by you to be manipulative or taking advantage of, stealing things, that kind of thing. Let's get another clarifier for this Seven of Swords. I have a feeling that this is about self-sabotage more than I think it's about another person. I think that you may have some new information or new ideas that may help, that you may not be paying attention to right now, that could be really helpful with regards to self-sabotaging. You could be not acting on it when you know it's a really good move for you. There could be someone who has emailed you or contacted you later about asking for, to ponder a new idea with them, whom you might want to partner up, and either you may not trust them, or you may be just not answering them because of fears, or that kind of a thing. So let's get one more clarifier. It's not that clear. Here's the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords is a great one as far as how and where to direct your energy. What the advice is that you use your rational mind to figure out what it is that you're doing, how you're approaching a situation where you may have felt manipulation going on, or if this is self-sabotage and you feel you're self-sabotaging yourself. I think that directing your energy into constructive thinking, one thing that the King of Wands, or the King of Swords rather, is known for is linear thinking, not letting the emotions get the better of you, and coming at things with just what are the facts? Just give me the facts. This is regarding some incident where someone snuck away from something and you're ruminating on that, you need to go into your logical mind and kind of work that out. I think I'm going to get one more clarifier for this because I'm not getting a really clear message considering the King of Swords is there, which is you can't get much more clear than the King or Queen of Swords. So what is this about? Oh, I see. So the Four of Swords is asking you what you most need to do is to give yourself some rest. You know, meditation is always a good indicator with this card. Just some rest and getting away from the hubbub of life to figure out where best to direct your energies. It seems that I'm really getting the feeling that this is a question of self-sabotage now. I'm not sure. Your reading feels a little bit convoluted. I think the self-sabotaging, you could be trying to think independently of the group here, whether it's family or just people around you who are argumentative, and you could be trying to, think on your feet or think for yourself, and just going around in circles and kind of sabotaging yourself and second guessing yourself with that group of people, with these people that are around you. So one of the best ways to do that is to do as the hermit is, and give it some thought, get off by yourself, get some rest, have a spa day, go for a walk, just something to kind of clear your head of all that banter and stuff. So let's see about the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor for Leo. Right there. The Knight of Wands. And the Hangman. Okay. So letting go, if you let go, this is really clear to me that this is a question of letting go of control. Let others support you. Let others help you. Be mothered a little bit. Take care of yourself. This could be a person that you need to let go of. This is a controlling person who doesn't take no for an answer, just it's my way or the highway. Not that that's a bad thing, because the Emperor he rules the kings, basically. He's the ruler that rules the kings. So he has to stay on top. He has to provide the utmost structure. So there is something to that. So if there is a person in your life that meets that description, it's time to let them go. If not permanently, then at least temporarily, so that you can get your wits about you. Given your reading, I feel like this is an internal conflict, and that you may have people around you, as I say, with the Five of Wands. But I really feel this is an internal thing where you are trying to keep control of it, and you just need to let that go. The in and out nature of the Knight of Wands is sometimes it gets a bad rap, just like the Emperor does. With the Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign, and this again points to, the Emperor is an Aries, and the Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. So it could be an Aries that you're talking about. It could be you, because this is the card of Leo as well. But the Knight of Wands, although he's known as the player of the deck, he's also known to be carefree, comes in, has an adventure, goes out, finds another adventure, comes in. So, letting go perhaps of the back and forth nature that you may be exhibiting, may be the way to go. And here's another card of perspective. So now you have the Hermit, the three cards of getting perspective. The Hanged Man here, the Four of Swords, and the Hermit. So it's really clear that when you can't figure something out, when you feel like all you want to do is have control, to get some perspective on it and let go of control and see what else might be, what opportunities and possibilities may be out there for you. Okay? And so the last one, last but not least, is the World card for your outcome. The portal that you're ultimately going to move through. There's a lot of change coming for you, Leo. Big change. Positive big change. Oh, could be marriage. Just got the Hierophant out. That's a question of commitment. But it could be just commitment to a project or some people, just a person, not necessarily marriage. So that's definitely a big thing. So the World card is about closure, which spells a new beginning, of course. So you could be closing a chapter on a committed relationship as well. I'll get another clarifying card for Leo for the World card, please. Oh, wow. You got the Emperor again. So there's an Aries going to be prominent in your life, or there's just, wow. Like when you see this lineup, you have the Hierophant, a card of commitment, the Emperor, a card of commitment and control and security and structure, and the World card. And the World card is about, so you can read this two ways and you'll know, the World card is about endings, you know, the finishing of a cycle, like the finishing of a cycle. So this could be the end of a marriage with an Aries or someone that fits the Emperor description. It could be that this is the beginning of a whole new commitment, level of commitment, and that's really what I'm feeling. Yeah, there's something about the traditional. It's just coming in now. There's something about the traditional nature of this Hierophant that speaks to you have let go of control, let go of tradition, and it's a closing of that chapter of your life. And you already have the Wheel of Fortune here that is in your thoughts and feelings emotionally. You already know that the cycle is changing, that you're changing. We all change all the time, but this is to focus in on a particularly big change, because these are really heavy, not heavy in a negative way. They're heavy in a, they carry a lot of weight. The Emperor, you can't get a bigger, more, the enormity of the feeling of the Emperor is like, this is a big force to be reckoned with. The Hierophant is it's a card of tradition, of commitment and marriage, big ticket items like that. And then the World card, of course, is a closure of very big cycles, So you're on the precipice of some really big change, and it all looks very, very positive. I think this momentary place that you're in right now of some, there's the Empress, beautiful, of some conflict from those around you. I think that's quite temporary. It really doesn't show up in your finale. It's just a question of you're closing out a big time of your life, a big cycle. So let's get some card from the Wisdom of the Oracle for Leo. Okay. Okay, take this one. Oh, Yin. Definitely. This is a card of not so much controlling. The yin card spells, as you know, yin yang. It's more about the receptive energies, allowing others to give to you. That's the strongest message that I'm getting from that. It's just such a beautiful message there. Just allowing your cup to be filled by someone other than yourself. Let go of the reins, let go of control, and trust in your abilities. Strengthen those skill sets. Keep going within, and just try not to control the outcome so much, or this argumentative area, that you just seek for the truth and and then let it go. Anyway, Leo, I hope this is helpful, and it's nice to be here with you today. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.